Welcome back. Let's play some more 10-minute games here on Shogi Wars. Oh, that's cool. Good luck. So for fun, since we unlocked the win streak, at least today we'll use the fun win streak character. I do quite admire the work Nishiyama has done. Um, oh my gosh. So I do want to continue using her avatar in the future, but for today at least, we'll try the other avatar. Um, Pray tell what's going on here. My king is already in a predicament. If bishops do get exchanged, I've already pushed the center pawn. Um, hmm. Well then. My opponent's intentions are somewhat clear here. And today's proverb was going to be against an edge king, push the edge pawn. However, we'd seen that recently, so I decided to re-roll the proverb, and we got a different one. An early escape the king gains 8 moves. So I'm threatening a gold drop here. I apologize. Surely I forgot to wish my opponent good luck, and I do have the kindest intentions in this game. So here we go. Good luck being our Western greeting. Just out of politeness. Okay. Hmm. Now that's curious. I don't want to open the file that my king is on. Though a minute ago it was quite tempting to consider that. So yeah, my attack is slow, but hopefully effective. Um, Wait, if I push this edge, that's risky. Let's get this moving. Okay. This is more along the line of what I was expecting or looking at. Let's play the risky move. What's life without some risk? Hmm. Okay, here we go. This is safe, right? Not really. Not even close. Um, but we'll do what we can. Okay.
$7 分
If I try to stall the opponent's attack, might I have any chance of stalling it? Maybe. The chance does not look good at all. Um, but there might be a chance. No, it's not even close. Okay, so boy, um, this is a hot mess. Yeah, the best I can do is prevent a bishop drop down here. Okay. Um, how many pawns do they have in hand? It's under my chat window. Okay, they have one pawn in hand. Okay, we're gonna regret this, but let's try it. Bishop 5-5 and pawn 3-4 are both, or pawn whatever square that is, are both scary. Um, well, bishop 5-5 is less scary now. Okay, really? Welcome. I play the move that I must play here. Um, Unbelievably, I seem to be coming back into this game. I'm now threatening knight takes pawn and promoting this pawn. Um, my rook is still shut out of the game, but who needs rooks? Not me. So I've cut off this bishop, so they're not going to use two bishops to checkmate me. And I can invade with this pawn here.
5分
Hmm. If I push, their rook becomes alive again. Um, I cut off their rook. Okay. I cut off their rook. I don't see... Oh, they're activating their rook a different way. Um, that's what I get for doing nothing. Interesting. I attack your silver? Bishop drop is scary. That's not bishop drop. Um, It's still scary, though. Fine. Check. Check. Not check.
3分
Can I distract? No, I can't easily distract this rook. Nor do I have enough firepower to easily put away a win here. That's too bad.
2分30秒
Welcome. Alright, let's activate my rook then. Do I take the silver? I don't have mate, right? Yeah, I like taking the silver's gotta be best here.
2分
This king is walled in.
1分30秒
Why did I do that? I spent the past many
1分
minutes contemplating why not to do that, and then I played it. That's terrible. I got distracted thinking about, like, how all we ever say to each other is hi. This is messy. Normally, such a silver drop would be ridiculous. However,
30秒。
here I can take the knight first and then take the bishop. Wait. Am I tempo too slow here?
,20 秒。
Shit. That's not good. I needed to take the gold, but that's still mate. I'm dead either way. Thanks for the game. 1 down, 2 to go. Good luck. Yeah, I miscalculated. That's pretty terrible. Yes. I have a Lee chess team known as the Endgame Church. Even in chess, endgames are important. In Shogi, endgames are critical. So, yeah. Maybe I need to make a blog post explaining that endgames in chess are important. Because every close game you ever have in a serious tournament will be decided in the endgame. Assuming you have serious games. Sure, winning games in the opening is kind of cool too. It's a bit tricky to pull off especially against a prepared opponent. Man, I don't have mate here. That's unfortunate. This applies pressure. Really. I mean, it's your funeral? Why would you play this? I guess it doesn't matter what the reason is. Alright, let's give the bishop back. Well... You know, I don't need to give the bishop back here. Wait, silver drop looks pretty nice. Let's throw this in before we give the bishop back. So they take this, I take a gold. That looks decent. Today's proverb about edge pawns and edge kings seems, I don't know. That might be a proverb for a different day. It's a pity I don't have mate. If I advance the horse, it does get trapped.
7分。
Oh, let's just go back and take this pawn. There's nothing wrong with taking free pawns, as long as they're actually free. But also I'm defending this point. So if my opponent is actually trying to invade, it's not so easy to invade. Now I'm threatening gold drop on the rook's head. Not sure where to go next. Oh, this square looks okay. My opponent's putting up good resistance. Oh, maybe now's the part where we do something about an edge pawn and something. Maybe. Pushing... Yeah, my king is too close to that edge, though. So I chicken out.
5分。
That's right. In Shogi, you can place pieces on the board. Did you know that? Because I forgot. Or rather, I just didn't see this move coming. I mean, yeah, their king is pretty close to that edge. And I do have 2 pawns on hand. Alright, let's take our chances with this. Right. I saw that, maybe. Just kidding. This is the other thing I was considering. and exchanging material while attacking. Um, okay, that's indirectly a fork, so now I'm threatening gold drop here again. And that's a rook. Yeah, my king is caught up in something. It's a bit spooky. I could have, maybe should have defended better. Maybe the fact that I started this edge engagement is what's triggering them to move all their pieces like this. Um, hmm. Hmm. What a mess. That's an excellent pawn drop.
3分。
Man. Okay, an early escape of the king's worth 8 moves. I'm escaping. Here, your generals stay there. I've got some ideas. If you don't cut off my rook and or bishop, I'm just gonna take. Like, this is over. So, time for another good move. Let's see it. I'm balancing, like, the notion of exchanging everything off versus, yeah, no, that's good.
2
Versus
分
being able
30
to,
秒。
like, prevent all exchanges. Um, Alright, I push. So on the one hand, I'm tempted to sack the house, but that might get me mated if I exchange too much too quickly. On the other hand, if I can get complete total material dominance, I can slow down the game.
2分。1分30秒。
I can always throw in knight takes knight if I need a knight. Oh, I forget, they don't have a gold, they have a bishop.
$1.
Where's this king running to? Oh, I could have taken the knight twice. This double capture wins way too much material. That would have been enough. Feels like it's enough material, but I'm not sure. I'm not counting properly, in case it's not obvious. I'm making many blunders. Although this one's not so bad. This one's subtly clever, if I take the knight instead of taking the bishop. Rook takes bishop earlier would have made a lot of sense.
30秒
Nope. Take here first.
$20 秒
That's not gold drop. Or, I'm sorry, it's not gold drop protecting their king. They got my rook. I'm okay with that. I think.
10秒
I missed. I can't read for shit. I missed a mate in like 3. Five. Whatever. Thanks for the game. I messed up. I needed to find the mate earlier that I didn't find. It's not mate. Whatever. Thanks for the game. They played well, and we both got in severe time pressure, and that happened. Good luck. Yeah, no, it's my lack of endgame skill. I shouldn't play this opening if I'm not skilled at checkmates. Or at endgames. because this opening does especially test your endgame skill in a way that I don't think other openings do. There's another streamer who refers to this concept where you lose a game on time because you think you were winning and you didn't like put in the effort to actually win the game. You're just gonna say it was winning even though you have no idea what you're talking about. There is a streamer who does this. I think they're deluding themselves as well as other people, which is why I take issue with it. It'd be one thing if it were just selling other people snake oil or something, but they're not helping themselves either. Um, so, yeah. It's one thing to have opinions about a shogi position. It's another to have opinions that you have difficulty supporting. Like, if you can't win the game, are you really winning it? I would say no, because, like, pragmatically, if the results aren't coming, then something's not right. Um, Regardless of what some engine tells you about the position, whether the engine favors this by 2 or 5 or 10 or 20 or whatever the number is, these numbers don't matter. What matters is, can you get a position that you understand, and can you learn to play better? And if you decide like you're immune on both points, then like how do we help? What's there to help with if there's no problem? How can learning happen if there's not like I don't know. I guess a contrary point of view would be that like human survival depends on having a strong will and determination to make it through real challenges. So, like, having a fighting spirit is a good thing. Um, but yeah, I don't know what I'm saying entirely here. Other than this notion of a dirty flag is just way oversold. Um, it's a white lie. Something meant for children, not really meant for adults. I was tempted to sacrifice the silver here and try to BS my way through it, but I don't think I have much there. Yeah, they've been excited to set this up for so many moves. They haven't completed their castle. They haven't put the king into the castle. They were so excited to play this bishop move. I didn't stop them from playing it. There's no way to stop it, but like if you telegraph your intentions, then I have some idea what you're doing. And then I'm prepared to strike when you least expect it. And then there's this fable that, like, how did they spot this tactic, this opportunity, which, like, seemed to come out of nowhere? Well, it's because I've been watching what you're up to and you're not doing anything. Like, you were excited to put the bishop here, but the castle's not done yet. The king and the rook are together. The king's not in the castle. And there's a few pieces that are just a bit loose here. Like, what do you expect to happen?
7分。
These tactics don't materialize completely out of thin air. Now if I could get this bishop to move, I don't know that I can, but if I could, more tactics would follow. The idea of a rook and or a bishop hitting this square is pretty scary. So maybe I should have delayed all these things by one move to get this gold up first. But, yeah, I don't know. This looked like a prime moment to try to make any tactics happen without even bothering to check if the tactics work or not, because, like, the calculus is too hard. You can calculate positions to try to read ahead and see exactly what's going to happen. Or you can evaluate a situation in terms of king safety and initiative and loose pieces and stuff like that. People who rely on engines rely on calculation. Okay, so if I go back, I lose material. If I go up, where's the shot? If I go up, they can take here twice, but that's no big deal. If they get a silver, they could drop the silver, but I could take it. There's just... I don't see the shot here. So all my pieces are, except this, I don't know, the knight's protecting this silver. I have a castle. My pieces are contiguous. I'm threatening to retreat this token, drop a silver, move the token, move the silver, and, like, cause some havoc. Now I see they have the silver drop. Is it fatal? Oh, well, they didn't play it, so maybe they have something more effective than that. Yeah, that'll do it. That works. Nicely done. Honestly, that's what I get for rambling. Alright, by my count, that's 3 games. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.